Hill figure. Star Report Wednesday evening. Let's get down to business. All right, I'm your host, Star, here to talk about two topics. Let's start with Fugees rapper Praz Michel. He was accused of funneling money, in case you don't know, from a now fugitive Malaysian financier through straw donors to back Barack Obama's 2012 re-election campaign. Today, he was found guilty in Washington, D.C. on all 10 counts, including conspiracy and acting as an unregistered agent of a foreign government. Now, if you've been following the case, I haven't too closely. He took the stand in his own defense. Now, I'm not sure if they offered him a deal, but he took the stand and he blew trial, as they say on the streets. He blew trial. So whether he gets a decade, 5 years, and he's going to do some time, let's not get it twisted, because he's been sat down by the Fed, so to speak. Whether he does 5 or gets sentenced to 5 or 10 or even 15 years, my question is, can he do the time? Praz has been trying to enter the world of politics, and that's what this trial has been about for the most part. Guilty on all 10 counts, as I said. And ultimately, can he do the time? I don't think there's any rapper that he can give up or anybody who's been running Ponzi schemes that the feds will care about. You know, he's not really in that political world like that. You know, he's moving, shaking, and popping, but on some slick shit. And I don't wish anything bad upon him. Again, he came on my show. I think it was 2002. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. And, he seemed to be involved in other things other than just Fugees reunions and things of that nature, okay? All right, so now let's move to my showrunner. Thank you guys for your donations. I got to lay this out before we get started here. Earl, I got your donation. Thank you so much, okay? The Kevin Samuels theory. This came about by way of seeing the new Tyrese situation. Tyrese, singer, good guy. We worked together at MTV in 1999 for about a year. He was hosting MTV Jams. Me and Buck Wild were hosting the Beat Suite 5 days a week. Good guy. However, he's just now been ordered to pay, what is it, $600,000, $800,000 for his ex child support, $687,000. And combined with a clip that I saw go through my feed today on Instagram, let me say salute to Return to Kings on Instagram. Return to Kings, all right? They had a clip that was running with regards to Kevin Samuels. I've never met Kevin Samuels. I may or may not have spoken to him. I don't know, but I liked what he did. He was a year or two younger than me. He was from my generation, so I agreed with a lot of what he said, and I didn't watch him too often. With all due respect, I was living the life he was talking about. Now, prior to him focusing on females, he put in, how many years, Troll Babies? 7 or 8 years talking to guys. He started picking up traction after he shifted things and then started focusing on the females. But let me say this. I think Kevin Samuels, who I had a lot of respect for, and let me say condolences in case I didn't, I think he was always focused on the males. And towards the end of his life, he used the females, not in a bad way, but he used them to show you males their poor choices and their delusion. Let me say that again. I think Kevin Samuels was always talking to the male audience, but because he wasn't picking up traction, over these 7 or 8 or maybe even 9 years on YouTube, because he got his out the mud. Don't ever get it twisted. He was not some overnight guy. He then had to show you guys the poor choices and delusion of females. Now, before I go any further, let me just say I like females. I'm heterosexual. However, I don't pander to females. I'm the same person on and off of this microphone, this setting. I say what I mean what I say. Kevin Samuels put his Mac down, let me just say that. And a lot of things that he said still linger till this day. Can I get a 1 in the live chat if you are with me so far? Give me some time before I really get into the meat and the potatoes of this particular topic. You see, we have a lot of males today who are not necessarily men, and they don't like females. That's a dangerous place to be in. That's dangerous. You see, a real man can verbally and articulately speak to any female. Don't give a fuck what color or lack thereof you are. Don't give a fuck how much money you got. And I like the fact that Kevin Samuels said, in case you missed this, with regards to females making money, we don't care how much money you got. You're not spending it on us anyway. Right or wrong? We don't care how much money you make, 6 figures, 8 figures. Nobody's intimidated by how much money a female makes. You're not spending it on us anyway. So if you got it, that's great. But again, I like females, the ambiance, the aura, the mystique, so on and so forth. Now, the clip I'm talking about with regards to Instagram, Return to Kings. Kevin Samuels, I'm not sure where this was. He was sitting and talking to a female. You know, she appeared to be well-mannered. You know, I don't give a goddamn how she looks because, you know, I deal with females here first. But she's sitting there, and Kevin Samuels says, white women go to college to find a man. Black women go to college to prove they don't need one. So, my theory, the Kevin Samuels theory, is that a lot of you guys today, you're doing good. You're doing better because of the principles, the values, and the teachings, I'm going to say teachings, of Kevin Samuels. One would not think so when we look at, you know, celebrities and athletes. Tyrese, Soldier Boy, just found guilty, has to pay his ex-girlfriend $234,000. Hold on a second, there's somebody else I wanted to mention because, you know, we get it twisted. We get it twisted. Neo. There's another YouTuber, and I don't like to, you know, put YouTubers' names in the mix because I don't want any sort of tension that doesn't benefit me. There's a popular YouTuber who just got exposed. Oh, he's been talking that boss talk over the years. Now his ex-girlfriend, she's got pictures circulating, and somebody's got a thumb in the ass. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, the point is, my Kevin Samuels theory is that his teachings are working for the common man. The common man, you are the backbone. We are the pillars of family. Family. Never mind what you see on social media about these entertainers catching an L, paying 20 racks a month. In reality, a lot of those guys are simps. Simps. And we're always going to have simps, but a simp will simp on any bitch. Not just the one he's simping on who thinks she's special because of the simp. Did that make sense? Kevin Samuels' teachings are working for the common man. That's my theory. I would love for some of you to call in and explain how his teachings have helped you. And in case you don't know what a theory is, most of you should. An idea used to account for a situation or justify a course of action. That's a theory, okay? A little bit later, I'm going to talk about Atlanta. Atlanta is the perfect example right now of where Kevin Samuels' teachings are working, in my opinion. He was absolutely right. What did he say? After 35 years of age, it's all downhill. I'll get into that later, okay? Sit tight on the phones. I see you guys. And let me just make sure I got my sponsors lined up for tonight. Is it, hold on a second. Okay. Kevin, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. You and I will talk Friday morning. Thank you so much, okay? Hold on. Maurizio, thank you for tapping in. Sir Shy got your donation star. Okay, I'm not sure what you're saying, but thank you, Sir Shy. I don't want to say something that sounds like I'm going at a different YouTuber. I don't do that, but thank you, Sir Shy, okay, for your donation. He also says, Star, please read this. Praz face first with a 9-inch tool, okay. I'm not even worried about all that, jail stuff. Yeah, the time is what I want to know. Can Praz do the time? That's what I want to know. And also, Darren, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Hopefully, Praz gets a lengthy sentence. Ooh, okay. I don't wish anything bad upon Praz, but it is what it is. Sir Shah, you are my first caller, sir. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Sir Shah.
What's going on, Star? How you doing, Highlander?
I'm great, man. What do you want to start? Praz or the Kevin Samuels theory?
Oh, on my Cash App donation, all I meant was to say is, like, you can kind of tell, but there's 4 grandmasters, not in the manosphere, but just on elevating men.
Sir Shai, I only want to focus on Kevin Samuels because if no. If something gets misconstrued, then it turns into some other shit. Stay focused on Kevin Samuels, please. Please, come on.
Well, yeah, Kevin Samuels is definitely one of the grand features of elevating men and, kind of waking them up to, certain attitudes and things when dealing with women.
Yeah.
But, again, like you said earlier in your broadcast, he actually focused on elevating men, but he didn't get popping until he went after women.
Yeah.
And I do think he definitely did a lot of good things because now even women, whether you're a single mom or you're a young, hot 21-year-old chick, even women are adjusting how they deal with men. Do you agree?
I agree. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, that's all I meant to say with that Cash App. Wasn't trying to bring another YouTuber in.
Okay.
Yeah, I know the rules.
Yeah. and let me say this, regardless of how he died, Kevin Samuels, he did not die with Big Shirley. Can I get an amen?
No, he didn't.
He didn't die with Big Shirley.
He died with a beautiful Latina queen.
I don't know what she was. I don't give a goddamn. But it wasn't Big Shirley. I wouldn't be mad if he would have died with a nigga with the wig. I mean, no disrespect, but he didn't go with Big Shirley.
Oh no. No,
I'm just.
But I will say this: he definitely was a workaholic,
yeah.
And sometimes it's all right to take a break once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Even watching Kevin Samuels at his apex, it was like, man, he's taking no days off, live streams, traveling,
yeah.
And so all of that. Sometimes when you slow down, the body's like, oh, okay, then we'll slow down.
Yeah.
So
He had other pre-existing conditions, and he didn't want sympathy for that, man. But again, I want to explore what I think he was trying to put down, and I think his message is picking up traction in reality. Again, I'm focused on the common man or the fathers who are not, all over social media. They're not necessarily,
you're right.
Live streaming. I mean, salute to those guys as well, but. Anything but these celebrities who are out here tricking on a bitch. Go ahead.
Well, I agree. Yeah, when Kevin Samuels talked about high-value men, he wasn't talking about football players and actors. He was talking about guys that have a skill, a profession.
Right.
You can be a high-value man and be a plumber, high-value man and be an electrician. Mm-hmm. As long as you're excellent at your craft, and then you make a lot of money and other men respect you in a circle, that's what he meant by high-value man.
Yeah. And it wasn't just money. It was a set of principles that really define a man. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
The car don't make me. Never mind the new Bentley, bitch. I'm the prize.
The watch.
Yeah. Never mind the watch, bitch. I'm the prize. If you can't see that, kick rocks. I'll let you finish up. Go ahead, Sir Shy. Go ahead.
Now, I will say this about Kevin. I do think he did make a pivot because Kevin, maybe in an alternate reality, he really was into fashion. Like, he really wanted to be like an elite stylist. And
he was.
He still kind of had love for that. You can see that he still had love for being a stylist. Yeah. But I think he found a calling of, elevating men and women and bridging the gap between black male and female relationships.
Okay.
So I'll land my plane there.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Sir Shah, for your donation.
All right. Okay. Go Lakers.
Okay, go Lakers. All right. Anybody want to give an NBA update? Fortune, I got your donation. Salute to you, Star. This show was one of my daily stress relievers. Great content, as always. Informative. Much respect. Thank you, sir. It's lit. I got your donation. Salute to the machine and the troll babies. Kevin Samuels was an innovator and gone too soon. I remember him from car videos. Salute. Let me say this. Again, he was a couple of years younger than me. There are some people who go after their work has been done. After their work has been done, and sadly, most people don't appreciate the work until you go. Bruce Lee went at a very early age, and had he have not died at that early age, in my opinion, most people would not have studied his philosophy. He went to college for philosophy. He created a great philosophy, which pushed me to create my philosophy, Objective Hate, along with Ayn Rand and others. But he went too soon, Kevin Samuels, but his work is now being appreciated, and that's what my showrunner is about tonight, the Kevin Samuels theory. I think that it's working on a lot of you younger males, and we'll think of other examples as the show goes on. And if you want to call in and say, hey, this is what I absorbed from Kevin Samuels. This is what I put into motion. Okay? Area code 415, sit tight, I see you. The Peg Master. Star, I'm from the Atlanta metro area. Hold on a second. Kevin was popular amongst the girls with tools. Okay. That's a troll. All trolls are welcome. TJ got your donation. May Harry Belafonte end up in nigga heaven? Yeah. You know, I liked a lot of things about Harry Belafonte, but am I going to sit here and do an entire show on him? No. It wouldn't benefit him at this point in time, within the context of what it is I'm doing. But I was very, very impressed with him. I'll just say that, okay? Thank you for your donation. RC from the 315, got your donation. Okay, hold on a second. And, okay. Sit tight, 415. Larry, I got your donation as well. Larry says, peace, Star. I appreciate the show, okay? Let me also say this with regards to callers. You don't have to have in-depth knowledge about Kevin Samuels. You can just look in the live chat and they will give you an idea of who he was, a man of a certain class, a man of a certain caliber. Again, from my generation, we believed that a fine-dressed man will always make an impact or a statement, okay? So just want to say that. Sharice, I got your donation. Thank you so much. You can call in, Sharice. I mean, it's not just a show for guys tonight. I do want to discuss the Kevin Samuels theory, but you can call in, okay? The number's on the screen, all right? Terrence, I got your donation as well. Are we smoking on that Belafonte pack tonight? Absolutely. Why not? Niggas die every day. Okay. Hang on a second. Something I want to check on. Hold on. What was that movie? What year was that with Harry Belafonte? I loved that. He was more than just an actor. Was it Uptown Saturday Night? Bill Cosby and Sidney Poitier. Yeah, 1975. Directed by Sidney Poitier. Hold on a second. What character did he play, for those who don't know? Harry Belafonte. Sidney Poitier. He played Geechee Dan. Geechee Dan Buford, for those who, maybe you don't know the history of Harry Belafonte as a civil rights activist. He was also... Matter of fact, you know what? Let me do this. Harry Belafonte, born in 1927, passed away April the 25th. He popularized, in case you don't know, calypso music. Okay, one one of the few performers to have received an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. He won the Oscar in a non-competitive category. He earned his career breakthrough with the album Calypso, 1956. Best known for his recording of the Deo song, okay? All right, let me print this out. Hold on a second, just in case somebody does want to call in and talk about Harry Belafonte, okay? Oh, and King Simon, are you out there? So where is King Simon? I got your email, King Simon. I didn't get a chance to get back to you. Let me print out the Harry Belafonte information. Okay. Paulette, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Paulette, if you want to talk about DJ Academics, call in. I don't know the details. Troll Babies, is Ac okay? I saw him going in on my son again. Has Academics addressed his situation? Academics can get the smoke like anybody else, but I don't want to say something that's not accurate. I'm just not sure if the picture is real. Okay, King Simon, hang on a second. He's listening. King Simon, call in, man. Look, I think today's a good day to talk about your email. Hold on, guys. I got time tonight, and we are going to focus on the Kevin Samuels theory. If there's anybody who was close to Kevin Samuels, call in. I noticed that his YouTube channel was back up and running. Who's behind it? I'm not sure. I have no idea, okay? King Simon, I just sent you a text message, sir. Okay, he said he's calling in. I'm going to wait for King Simon to call in. Let me put a little bit more information on the table about Kevin Samuels while it's on my mind. Atlanta, GA. When I first moved down here in 2019, some of you know this already, I came here on a holder's fee. A radio corporation paid me. They paid my rent for a year, and it was regarding a possible throwback radio show. I since decided not to do that, and I decided to stay. But the dating scene in Atlanta, it moves so fast. It moves so fast. Kevin Samuels was right with regards to, what was the cutoff age? 35 he used? And this is no disrespect to females, but in the Atlanta metro area, if you're 40 plus, you're not going to find love down here. There are so many females from other states, not just the North, moving to the Atlanta metro area. As soon as they get off the goddamn plane, they say, "Ooh, I'm moving here." And they're throwing the pussy. And the niggas with the wigs are throwing the badussy. The HIV and the herpes is out of control down here. Yes, no, troll babies? I'm pretty sure he said 35. Yeah, so after 35 in Atlanta, ladies, this ain't the place to find love. The ratio of males versus females, what is the ratio? I forget. 1 man to every 10 females, or was it 20? I forget. But he was absolutely right, and I want to say again, my Kevin Samuels theory is acknowledging those of you guys today who are, you're not just allowing yourselves to be used, in spite of what the media would like you to think, all right? Is that King Simon, area code 347? King Simon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Good to hear from you, man. You sent me an email. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Yes. I got time, man. Let's talk about that man who passed away, who these younger people should know about. Please.
Oh, you're talking about Alton Maddox?
Yes, R.I.P.
Yes, that's the R.I.P. to Alton Maddox. They used to call him the attorney of war.
Right.
He was a good friend of Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, Sister Shahrazad Ali, of course, Queen Queen Mother, Sister Shahrazad.
Queen,
That
right,
man,
right.
they got, remember he used to hang out with people like C. Vernon Mason. And of course, remember he defended Tawana Brawley back in the
Yeah,
day. And also he was the one that they had to disbar because he was winning a lot of cases back in the day too. He was whipping a lot. Even Johnny Cochran said this man couldn't even hold his briefcase. Alton Maddox.
Alton Maddox. Yeah.
He was very good. Yeah. But
Now he was a friend of yours. He was. I read your email.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I spoke at his United African Movement. They used to have different forums every week for free. Just donation driven, and brought in people like Sister Shahrazad Ali, and I spoke to her recently, and she was very saddened by that because she knew both the wife and him. And but people should know their turn, and people, especially brothers or sisters that's getting into law, they should study people like Johnny Cochran or this man Alton Maddox and how they handled the court. When they got into the court, the judges was even nervous because of how they handled the court in such a prestige and respectable manner, but was straight stern, especially when it came to black causes and, defending people at all levels, So
hang on a second, if I can just throw this out there for those who don't know. Alton H. Maddox Jr. is who we're talking about, folks. He was 77 years of age. He just passed away. Born in Michigan. He graduated from Howard University. He also went to Boston College of Law. And yes, high-profile cases. Didn't he get disbarred at, was it over that Tawana Brawley situation?
Yes, it did get disbarred over that, and plus all the stuff that he was doing at that time, because he was really getting it in, and then of course doing all these major lectures and bringing in fierce people like Dr. Khalid. You know how that goes. When you're bringing in people like him. So,
if I can also just say this for those from the Brooklyn or the New York tri-state area, Yusef Hawkins, Alton Maddox, what was behind the Yusef Hawkins killing. And he was very, very well known and respected in the New York tri-state area. Were he and Reverend Al Sharpton friends till the end? I don't know.
They had their problems later towards the end, but in the beginning it was him, C. Vernon Mason, and Al Sharpton.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those was like the triad right there that was doing it. And I have to give respect to all of because back in the day, Al was doing his thing before whatever he went down, whatever road he went. He was doing his thing, so I have to show him that respect.
King Simon, I will always show Reverend Al Sharpton respect. He's been good to me. And he came on the Star and Buck Wild show. I have the video. He admitted to wearing a wire for the feds. That's my guy. My guy. Come on. I
remember listening. We are men from a certain generation that understood.
Right.
And also I want to say respect to Kevin and Harry Belafonte because I really love Kevin. As a matter of fact, Kevin and Sister Shahrazad were supposed to do something big in Atlanta. And he because he used to always shout Sister Shahrazad out, especially because of the books that she wrote. And she loved the brother, but she wanted to get him a little in order because he was doing what he had to do from his perspective. But she wanted to. He was how Sister Shahrazad out.
Yeah. Her and I still speak very often. She sent me a care package a couple of months ago, but. Hey, man, I just want to say thank you. I got your email. What's going on your channel? Am I still running your banner at the end of my show?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And I want to thank you for that, because I'm showing enough love, man. And I want to just shout out, of course, Harry Belafonte, who was the first.
I will let you do a shout out. Because you and I go back to
yeah, that's right.
To Crown Heights. I'll let you go ahead.
Yeah,
I'll let you. Go ahead. I'll let you.
Yeah, no shout out. Big up. Big up to the great Harry Belafonte because, he was the first Calypsonian to sell 1 million records. And, at that time, selling 1 million records was not an easy feat amongst people like the Mighty Sparrow and even Farrakhan, who was called the Charmer at that time. People forget.
King Simon, I didn't want to go there. But now, since you brought his name up.
Yes, sir.
Was the minister jealous of Harry Belafonte? Did they get along? Did they get along?
Yes, they got along. Him, Mighty Sparrow, all of them got along.
Okay.
They very well. Matter of fact, they always send salute and respect to each other. Matter of
Okay.
fact, when I was in the nation, they would meet with each other and talk and call each other on the phone. So yeah, they got along with each other.
Just asking. Okay.
The Calypsonians was not like the music industry of today.
I know.
They're not battling each other.
I know.
Social commentaries. That's what they was there. That's what they were. But no.
All right.
You're not going down that road with me, bro.
Okay. Good to hear from you, King Simon. Thank you for tapping in, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right.
Yes, sir.
Keep up the great work.
Salute. Thank you. Okay. Okay. We're having ourselves a discussion tonight. And this 39 Crimes wine is kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Hold on a second. I'm going to Google something, guys. Stay with me. And let me just put one of my sponsors on the screen here. Mr. Skylar Saunders. Oh, Skylar's got a new video. It's in my community section. Folks, check it out. And Skylar, what I would like to get from you is some pictures of you out and about. Just some high-definition pictures, kind of like how we used to do Florida Boy J. We'll put the pictures in the community section. Not a picture of you sitting at your desk doing your show, but just a picture of you out and about. And then that picture in the community section will then take them to your video, okay? If you find time, Skylar Saunders, all right? Guys, you can also call in and give an NBA playoffs update if you like. It's a little loose show tonight, pause, but tonight I'm focusing on Praz. Yeah, if nobody cares, we can shift gears. Praz has been convicted. Oh, and salute to Julio Cesar Chavez. Is he hating, or has he paid the cost to be the boss, and now he says he don't fuck with Ryan Garcia no more? He says, I won't watch him again. Well, how many fights did he win? It was like 50-0 before he finally got his chain popped. Hang on a second. Oh, okay, so he was 54-0. Julio Cesar Chavez, WBC super featherweight champion with professional boxing record. Okay. I mean, he had more fights than that, but he now says he won't fuck. I had to say it like that with Ryan Garcia. Troll babies, is Ryan Garcia licking boots too much now? Is he sucking kneecaps too much? Okay, go away for a little while. You lost, you showed class. It just seems to be a little bit too much ass kissing now. Yes, no, troll babies. Is he kissing too much black ass? Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Also on the screen here, check out one of my sponsors, www.songsthatwork.info. I say again, www.songsthatwork.info, okay? All right, sit tight on the phones. If no one cares about Praz, goddamn, we can switch it up. Oh, D. What's going on with D. Wade? Oh, okay. D. Wade says he moved his family out of Florida over the state's LGBTQ policies. How tall is Zaya Wade? That's a big nigga. Pardon me. It's a big female. Because D. Wade is, what is he? 6'10", 7'2"? What is he? I'm looking at a picture of D. Wade and Zaya. Zaya's damn near the same height. What was that nigga got? A size 11? Slow down, nigga star. Wow. Oh. Folks, should we change the title? Tyrese Gibson blacks out. If nobody cares about Praz, Deeds, are you out there? I see a video of Tyrese talking crazy. What's going on here? Now he's talking. Damn. Anyway, Santiago got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Okay, Deed says, yeah, let's flip to Tyrese. Okay. Raheem Brown, I got your donation. Star, here's a donation to the Star Report. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, we're going to switch it up. Tyrese. But now, I don't know the full story on Tyrese. Somebody's going to have to call me. What is he paying for? Is it child support? How about this? We put this question on the table again. Did child support ruin your life? Did it ruin your life? Deeds, are you out there? Can you send me the link to Tyrese? I can't find the story. Child support. Let me see if I can Google this. Hold on a second, guys. Praz is just another nigga now, and he's going to the penitentiary. Area code 303. Are you there? Good evening.
Good evening, Star. Good evening.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Your people's out here.
Hey, man. How are you?
I'm doing well, sir. Doing well. Just want to call in about the Praz story.
Oh, you care? Come on.
I care because actually, way back in the day, I think you mentioned a news blip that went out there with John Forte and them back when Joni Mitchell had to come up with some bail money. And I thought it's weird we were seeing these things go on, a couple of years later. There's more to the story, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Well, John Forte actually had white people that lobbied to get him out, such as Carly Simon. Praz is now a nigger with no friends.
Big difference.
Come on, you have the floor. Come on.
I don't want to go into too far into conspiracies, but I'm an old Jersey head.
Okay.
And I kind of remember, I remember back in the day when Wyclef, before it became a Fuji,
right?
His father had that church, Solid Gold Baptist,
right? And
how people talk about his father.
Yeah. And
I think about again John Forte, and then this Praz news, like, hey, was there a Fuji's camp? Doing some things behind the scenes most people didn't know. That's how they flip their money. I just find it interesting that all those cats come to, kind of comes to the same controversy.
Well, sir, I know things, but, I don't necessarily feel the need to, do a whole lot of talking, you know what I'm saying? But, the Fugees were under the tutelage of Haitian Jack, one of my associates.
That's why I was going to go with it, man. But I didn't want to say that name. I know you know. Sometimes you pick up stories and most people don't get it because it wasn't right away. I know he know. I was telling my...
Sir, Haitian Jack is a good nigga. We used to be up... Sir, we'd be in the dance hall clubs back in the days in Flatbush, We were doing the belly rub. That was before the bogle. that was before the bogle.
Well, I appreciate it.
Come on.
I appreciate you keeping that information alive.
Come on. Let's go.
With the stories. So I'm just, I see a lot in the background. I think a lot of times people look at hip hop, they see the songs and the videos. They don't see what's behind the scene, how dirty it really gets.
Yeah.
But you said the man's name, so there's not much more to say. If you're real out there, you understand. Once you're Haitian Jack, the dirty.
Well, I don't think anybody can help it. I'm not saying this to kick dirt on Praz. There's nobody that can help him right now because he blew trial. And if they did offer him something, he gave them his ass to kiss and said, "No, I'm going to take this to trial." So now, and Jack was dipped. In Brooklyn, we say dipped, which is short for deported. But he's a great guy, Haitian Jack. He's a great guy. But the friends that Praz now needs, I don't think they would even return his call. Obama and those guys. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's too hot. Can't touch it.
Yeah.
You better hope Trump pardon you next time around, but nobody else can touch it. And once you blow trial for all you young kids out there, you over. Just go to court, get representation.
I'm sorry, you said Trump what? Trump what?
Maybe Trump can get in office and for what he did for Kodak Black or something, But
Sir, I voted for Trump twice. He's not getting back in the White House. That's not happening. That's not happening.
I did too, and it's not going to happen. I know. There's too much controversy around him too. He ain't got enough friends.
Hey, can I ask you before you go? I'm really trying to put respect on Kevin Samuels' name tonight. I think that he was ultimately still talking to guys all the way up to the end, and not to be malicious or nasty towards females, but he was showing males and young men the poor choices and delusion of females. What do you think about my theory? I
think Kevin Samuels one day will go down to be as important to history timeline as, maybe a Malcolm X. He's put conversation.
I like that.
We needed to have.
I like that.
A lot of times history looks a lot different in the rear view. Once all the noise settles down, they're going to see the message.
Yeah.
I mean, he's changed the world. And I hate to say it, but sometimes it seems like the brightest lights, kind of flare out rather quickly because they put so much out into the world.
Right.
Again, like your Martins, they don't have a long trip. The wisest men aren't the oldest men.
How old was Jesus when he died, sir? Jesus, the carpenter from Nazareth.
33, that's what they say.
Yeah.
Died and resurrected after them 3 days.
Well, I don't believe about a resurrection, but he was 33,
I'm just going by the narrative.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm just going by the narrative. We have to agree that we believe in this thing, sort of, as a story at least.
I have no problem with you believing what you believe, sir. But hey, man, thank you for your call. Thank you.
Hey, love it. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. All right. If nobody gives a goddamn about Praz, we will keep it pushing. Okay. Dee sent me the link for Tyrese, huh? Child support. Damn. Good God, am I? Tyrese held in contempt. Must pay. Damn. Let's put that in the title here. Good God Almighty. Now, I saw Tyrese on the stand talking. If anybody wants to call in and break it down as to what he was saying, he seemed to be a little arrogant. And I'm like, man, dog, you're in child support court and you're just talking like this, shaking his head, and the judge is sitting there looking at him like, okay, you still don't get it, You put one up in this woman. Let me change my thumbnail too. 908, sit tight, you're up next. 908, you're next. Please don't go anywhere. Stay there. Okay. Folks, Deeds wants me to remind you to hit the like button. The top of the live chat is the link to hit the, that's for the PayPal, pardon me. Let me change my thumbnail, my show thumbnail, and then we will get to Tyrese, huh? Damn. Area code 908. Good evening. It's Wednesday. Are you up to speed on the topics? 908.
Hey, what's going on, man? Brooklyn Giggles on check-in.
Oh, the man I need to talk to. How are you, man?
What's going on?
Kevin Samuels. My theory. What say you, Brooklyn Giggles?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with your theory, man. Kevin Samuels was one of a kind, man. I would even agree with the last caller to a certain extent in regards to the Malcolm X comparison. There's too many people that try to nowadays emulate him, but they're not going to be on the same level as him. So,
I more so want to focus on his teachings. He was qualified to teach. Again, this man put in a decade on YouTube before most people even heard of him. So he got it out the mud. He tried to talk to males for the most part. And I'm not going to say it didn't work. He found the motivation, the drive to continue. I salute him for staying motivated. like myself, I said, man, there's something with this internet. I get radio offers to do throwback shows, but that's not what the fuck I want to do. Kevin Samuel stayed focused and dedicated, and I think that ultimately he was always talking to guys, but he used females towards the end to show you guys how delusional these bitches are. Yes, no?
No, I don't disagree with that, because if you watch his old videos, before he was talking about the females, he was really focusing, of course, on, like he was basically like the original Hitch, that Will Smith movie that we saw a long time ago. He had videos.
I don't
where
remember
he
that.
taught men how to dress.
I didn't see that film.
Well, basically, he had videos where, like, he taught men the type of cologne to buy, and how to use a cologne a certain way. He made videos of what shoes to buy, what certain suits to wear, But if you looked at those old videos, it didn't get as much views compared to when he started talking about females. But I agree, he was always on that educational level of teaching a man to be a man, pretty much. Unlike Steve the Mindset, but I ain't gonna go there. But
don't take a shot at Steve the Dean. But hang on a second. With regards to males, in my opinion, Kevin Samuels, was always a sharp dresser. He understood style, clothing, fabric, and you have to reach a certain level before you can appreciate those things. The average person today is wearing slides. They still have their pants sagging below their fucking butt cheeks, and they're wearing slave chains. So even though he was talking to the guys, they weren't making the connection. When he flipped it around, the female said, "Oh, wait a minute, okay." And here's the thing I really, really liked about him. He was heterosexual. And when he spoke to these females, a lot of them slurs, not whores, but a combination of a slut and a whore, and they tried to come on to him. He just told them in a nice way, "No thanks." And he didn't even have to say, "I'm not gay," but just, "No thanks. You can't do anything for me." Go ahead.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, and you see how they put a lot of hit jobs on him in regards of rumors that he was homosexual. And he clearly had a strong message that women didn't appreciate or respect it. Well, not all women, because according to Kevin Samuels, he's helped a lot of marriages get better. So he was definitely doing a lot of. He was definitely doing a lot of good, but certain women just weren't really feeling him like that. Yeah. But before you go, Star, what's going on with your son, Academics, man?
Break it down. Break it down. I've got time. Tell us what's going on with Academics.
This dude, Academics. Y'all, I'm a little worried about this guy, because you got people try to break into his house. People tried to break into his house a couple of days ago. Somehow they got his address. It's probably because his ex-girlfriend had posted his prescribed medication online.
Now, hang on a second. Does he have herpes? Does he have the monster?
Allegedly.
No. Listen, I don't want to kick his back in, but I saw the medicine bottle. What's going on? What is he admitting to? Is he admitting to anything?
He did it. He admitted to almost being robbed, but he admitted to all these other things, but he didn't admit to, apparently he did not admit to the herpes. He did not admit to abusing his ex-girlfriend, allegedly. So
what was on the bottle? What was it? Was it chlamydia medicine, or was it for herpes? I've never had herpes, but I thought that bottle was for chlamydia. I've had chlamydia twice. I had some good chlamydia pussy. Was it chlamydia medicine? What was it?
The bottle, I do remember it started with a D. That's what I remember. Apparently, that medication is supposed to treat. Apparently, it's supposed to treat herpes, from my understanding.
Okay.
And his address was on his address.
Don't say his address. Well, listen. I mean,
no,
you guys.
Can't see it. They blocked it.
Okay. If you guys have information, you're welcome to call in, Cash App, Super Chat. But I like to be accurate. Otherwise, then I'm just, as an older guy, I don't want to just be trolling just to be trolling. But here's what I will say about. No. Here's what I will say about academics and any other young person getting the bag. And Ack gets the bag. Stop bringing these females into your home. You know, I've always said that.
Thank you.
No. I'll meet you at the telly or any place else, but you're not coming to where I live. Go ahead and land your plane, Brooklyn Giggles. Go ahead.
I agree with you 100%. Look, I like Ack, but like the type of woman that he attracts to or that he like constantly, talks about, these are the type of women that could, I don't wish any harm against him, but they could get him killed if he's not careful, because you can't be bringing just any chick into your home. Like academics is he's very established, and I'm like kind of confused that he's
a target. He's a target.
He's a target, but this is the type of females that he likes, that he would like. Come on, nobody wants to hear that these girls from OnlyFans got you killed. Come on, man, that would be a disappointment in me.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you any closer to a wedding yourself before you go? Final words. What about you?
No, not yet, Star. Definitely not ready for that just yet. But
coward.
Once I do, you're definitely
coward.
I'm a coward.
Coward.
Are you kidding me?
Coward.
This is coming from the hater. You calling me a coward?
I've admitted to being a coward. I'm not getting married. What's your excuse? You've got a girlfriend. Oh, pardon me. You've got a fiance. What's your excuse?
Yo, every time we have the same combo. I know you have that issue when you forget things.
Okay.
But come on,
Good
man.
to talk to you.
What are we doing here?
Have a good night. Coward.
Yeah, bleach.
Coward.
Yeah,
All right.
bleach.
Coward. All right. Coward. Coward-ass Nigerian. Okay, we're talking about Tyrese now. Nobody gives a goddamn about Praz. R.I.P. to Harry Belafonte. Dale. I heard that the minister was just a tad bit jealous of Harry Belafonte back in the days. Huh? Well, I could be wrong. Guys, at the top of the live chat is the PayPal information if you want to make a small contribution to the show. And Deeds always wants me to remind you to hit the like button. That's very, very important, okay? Also on the screen, YouTube, The Beautifully Toxic Show. Check them out. Tell them I sent you. Area code 510. Good evening. Are you there? 510.
Oh, yo, you hear me, Highlander?
Yes, sir. How are you? What's cracking?
Yo, man, where did that Jolliffe-eating, Christian, okay-looking Brooklyn Giggles go? Is he still on the line?
No,
He's still on the line?
No, he slid off, sir. What's cracking? Do you know him?
Yeah, that fellow Igbo or Yoruba, I hope he calls back in. Sorry, I hope he calls back in. I didn't like what he said about the man mindset.
Ooh.
Trying to take shots.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Well, I mean, I cut him short because
he's soup in his face.
I cut him short, but he just, that's Brooklyn Giggles. He does what he does. But now, you chiming in on the topics? Tyrese ordered to pay a lot
Tyrese.
of money. What do you want to start, sir?
I feel bad for my man Tyrese. I mean, this chick, like, I don't know if she's some type of Latina and black, but she's all on YouTube giving marriage advice. And I'm all like, ma'am, you sent him divorce papers while he was filming the latest Transformer movie. I mean, I understand Tyrese having to take care of his child, but he doesn't have to take care of your lifestyle. And this is what Kevin and Sinful and everybody be warning men about
Sinful
with
to
these
P.
outdated marriage laws.
Sinful to P, yeah.
Now, to me, yeah, I saw the video. It was on TMZ. See, but I think they showed the part where he was already fed up with that judge. I had my notes. I forgot his name. But I think he's calling the judge, I guess, prejudice. I think, man, we should take this seriously, man.
Okay.
He better do what that soccer player did and put the money in his mom's name.
Okay, now hang on a second. I can appreciate what you're saying, but with regards to my Kevin Samuels, theory. Let's not look at Tyrese as somebody who is a model for strong males. Tyrese,
That's fair.
he's in Hollywood. He's rubbing elbows with weirdos. All sorts of losers, scum, degenerates,
Right.
pill poppers, and drug addicts.
Tyrese.
And we don't know this woman that he wifed. Just because he wifed her doesn't mean she's a quality woman. Maybe she did exactly what she's supposed to do. Catch a lame. Maybe
Bingo.
Maybe he's a lame.
Bingo.
Maybe he's a lame. Go ahead. Nigga's a lame.
Yes. Like I said, like Kevin said, I mean, the whole Kevin Samuels theory of, the stuff that he warned men about this. He had the women, they call up, I think I deserve somebody that makes $500,000, but I'm the size of Lizzo, and it's like, but man, what does he get?
Right.
What does he get? Why should he take a woman with 2 kids and he can't get any kids of his own because you're 45? The delusion is real, and like I said, I appreciate you, Sinful, and Kevin. Man, you guys have really changed the game on the man mindset. Yeah, which Brooklyn Giggles tried to disrespect.
Now hang on a second. Stay with me because again, Tyrese, I'm looking here at TMZ. He owes $636,000.
That's the article. Yes.
And Tyrese and I are cool. Last time I checked, again, we worked together for a year at MTV, but he got caught. He got caught in a trap. I don't think that we should look at him as any type of guy that we should feel sorry for. He rolled the dice. He crapped out. I think that he and people like him should be used as examples of what not to do.
But Star, that's the thing. This is why we should support him, because if we ignore the guys that we don't like, that's going to affect the guys that we do like. So sometimes you're going to have to take the bad with the good, even if it is Tyrese. It could be Michael B. Jordan tomorrow. It could be Patrick Mahomes tomorrow. I mean, we can't just say, well, it's Tyrese, he's an asshole, so let him suffer. We kind of have to support this guy and figure out a way to, again, that soccer player from Morocco.
Well, hang on a second, sir. Before you go to this soccer player, why do we have to like anybody? Why can't all these niggas be food? Why can't it just be about, you at the end of the day, you making the right choices for you and yours? And you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with me. And I'm not here to
all right, that's fair.
And I'm not here to kick Tyrese's back in, but Nas is a good guy, but Nas got played like a banjo at a hoedown on a Saturday night by Khalees. Yeah, played the fuck out.
Yeah, and this is Khalees at her prime. So, I mean, Nas like that half black, half Asian look, and
Sir, Khalees was never at her prime. Khalees
was
was always a low budget Lady Gaga. She was never lit like that, sir. She wasn't lit like that.
Yeah, that was more the
my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. And mine is better than yours. That was trash. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was more Pharrell's baby as far as production. But she has some talent. But at the end of the day, I agree. Nas got played. So I don't know. I just feel bad that Tyrese has to pay that $600,000.
Not me.
On the bright side, he still got greenlit for the next Transformers movie. It looks like 2026. So he's still getting work and he can afford it.
Sir, he's now working for a bitch. I can't respect that nigga. He's working for a bitch now. But thanks for the call, sir. Thank you.
No problem.
Who else is out here working for a bitch? Oh, Jayceon Taylor. He's working for a bitch. Game. Troll babies, did 50 Cent ever pay Rick Ross's baby mama? I think she caught him for $5 million. 50's working for a bitch. Give me some other names. Some of these niggas out here working for hoes. What was that girl's name that she was some type of Instagram chick. Rick Ross was gonna marry her. They never got married, maybe like 6 or 7 years ago. Remember that girl's name? Salute to Rick Ross. He didn't marry her. Some type of Instagram chick. And she was up on Instagram talking about, yeah, he be doing sneaky stuff. What was her name? Is it Leah Galore? I think that's her. Salute to Rick Ross. He curved her. Get the fuck out of here. Area code 310. Good evening. We're talking about Tyrese. Is he a lame? Is he a Vic? And other topics. Good evening.
Star, this is Luke Kenny.
Oh, good to hear from you. What's cracking, Luke Kenny? Let's go. Let's go.
You know where I'm going.
Let's go.
Hey, man, look. I'm just going to chime in real quick about Tyrese. Then I'm going to finish it up with Kevin.
Take your time. Take your time.
All right. Tyrese Gibson. I don't feel sorry for the man.
Yeah, me neither.
I think we can learn from him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, guys like me that are single, no kids, pushing 40, we can learn from him, but we don't have to feel sorry for him, right? Because at the end of the day, he made that mistake. He made that choice to be with this woman. I mean, to have a kid with this woman, right? I think that a lot of times, even guys around me, my friends or my associates, it's almost like there is a delusion from some males that they can change the behavior of certain women because of money or other things that really don't matter, while the character, he's not in place. You know what I'm saying? So they end up having babies by certain type of women, and they have to pay for it ultimately. You know, he put himself in this position because you can smash, but once you make the decision to bust inside and either marry or do certain things, you're doing that on your own, right? You're doing that on your own. It's not like these women are here with guns and pushing people to bust inside them and give them babies.
Skeet on the bitch, not inside of her. Skeet on the bitch.
Exactly. You did that. You take it on the chin, and you work for her until she's fully paid. Bottom line.
Yeah.
That goes for 50, Takashi, all these cats. Working for the woman until she's fully paid.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Takashi too. Now, circling back to Kevin Samuels.
My Kevin Samuels theory, Luke Haney, my theory, for those just now joining us, is that his teachings, his impact, his words, his wisdom is picking up traction. It's working for the common man. You know, not celebrities, not these basketball players, not these trick ass rappers out here, you know, putting bitches up in fucking red bottoms and putting fucking rings on their fingers. But the common man, I do believe that they are taking heed to his words. And I think that we are going to see in 10 years or more a different type of male in America. Please.
I agree with you 100%, Star. I think that personally, right? I'm the common man. I am a common man, so on and so forth. I'm not a baller, whatever. And most of us are like that. Now, I think the impact that Kevin Samuel made was more so to make guys understand that financially you can change your situation, and you don't need a bitch to change your situation. You can't change that on your own. However, he was showing the common man the type of women you're going to be running into most likely, right?
Yeah.
Most likely you're going to run into entitlement, a gross self, or a gross sense of how can I put it? Like
A delusional bitch? A delusional bitch?
Of self. Exactly. Yeah. Delusional inflated view of self, and it's just give me, give me, give me.
Bitch, your father lied to you. You're not special. You're not special. And bitch, your father didn't even give you braces. So in reality, did he really give a fuck about you? Your father couldn't go get the bag, bitch, to fix your teeth. Now here you come to me with an underbite, or your fucking your bottom row's all crooked and shit, and you talking about you were daddy's little girl. Fuck out of here, bitch. Go ahead, Luke.
100%, Star. 100%. So he was showing us the type of woman that we're gonna run into on a real deal.
Yeah.
Right. These women, these are the ones I go out with. Yeah. Right. They really view themselves as queens. They deserve this. They deserve 3 months salary for a ring. 3 months freaking salary, Star.
Hang on a second, Luke Caney. You're from the Congo, for those who don't know, from Africa.
Yes, sir.
Did your parents, I would assume they did, because Congolese, that's what they're called? I forget. Congolese?
Congolese, yeah.
Congolese. Very, very hateful. Let's keep it real. My mother, an Italian witch, she was like my warden growing up. She used to tell me two things, well, a bunch of things, but two things that always stood out. Save a girl's number, but don't save her life. Let me say that again. My mother told me that in middle school. Save a girl's number, but don't save her life. And then she used to tell me, you can look at a girl's teeth and see if her father is a loser or not. If she needs braces, and her father, because back in those days, the fathers were the breadwinner. If the girl's teeth were fucked up, that means her father couldn't afford braces. Thus, the reason why, he was a loser and she was just, a regular bitch. But anyway, did your parents say anything similar to you coming out of the Congo when you went to America?
Unfortunately, no, Star. And I'm going to tell you this, Star.
Go ahead.
Don't believe a lot of stuff you hear from guys, and I'm just going to generalize Central Africa, right? I don't know much about other regions.
Okay.
But it's, in my opinion, it's a simp culture. It's a trick culture. And the same behavior I see from African-American women here, respectfully, is the same behavior I see from women from Congo. Even growing up, it's the same behavior. You need to give me this. You need to save my life. Take on all my problems. And all you get is some ass sometimes. So my parents never really gave me that type of game. One thing my father told me was, take your time in finding who you want to have babies with.
Okay. All right.
Do not rush. You are the man. She's the woman.
Gotcha.
If you make that mistake, you won't be able to take it back.
Okay.
That's the one thing my father told me.
Luke Kenny, good to talk to you, man.
To finish up, sir, real quick.
Go ahead.
I agree with everything, with most of what Kevin Samuel said when it comes to a man building himself and so on and so forth. One thing I did not agree, and I want to point out here, because we're having this conversation about having kids and so on and so forth, is do not marry a woman after a month or 3 months after you met her. If marriage is a business, if relationship is a business, you need to vet people. A law firm, a partnership always has a vetting period.
Right. Okay.
And usually it's more than 3 months.
Good to talk to you.
Star.
Good to talk to you, Luke Kenny. Thank you. Okay. If you're just now joining me, earlier I spoke about doing time. If anybody can relate. You don't have to, but Praz found guilty on all 10 counts recently. Rapper Praz from the Fugees. In Washington, D.C. today, accused of funneling money from a now fugitive Malaysian financier through straw donors to Barack Obama's 2012 re-election campaign. Found guilty of conspiracy and acting as an unregistered agent of a foreign government. We have since shifted gears to Tyrese, who I saw just a little too arrogant, sitting on the stand, talking in the courtroom. Troll Babies, was that his lawyer, the black woman with the horse hair? Who was that? Was that his lawyer? Or? Girl, bye. Who was that? His lawyer? Talking to him, and he's talking, but he's just a little too confident. Oh my God, folks! I don't have the answers with regards to child support. I don't know that world, but goddamn it, if I were ever on the stand trying to save money behind a bitch, I would have some Kleenex. I mean, wiping my eyes. You know, I walk with God. I would literally say that. I walk with God. I tried to do what's right. Who was that Tyrese was talking to? Miko says an eBay lawyer. Oh, that's a hard shot. Good God almighty. Thank you, Deeds. Deeds sent me a text and said, don't forget about that hoe-ass nigga, Dr. Dre. Oh my God! How much did Dr. Dre have to pay his ex, huh? Oh, and then he did an interview a month or so later talking, yeah, I'm free now. Trying to kick dirt on married men. Man, sit your goofy ass down. Guys, speaking of Deeds, thank you, Deeds, for your help. Shot97.com. We are so lit. The playlist is now 5 hours of the best drill rap coming out of the New York tri-state area. I listen every morning. Motivates me. Certain rappers, I'm really digging their vibe. Hold on a second. Lord have mercy. Deed says Dr. Dre has to pay her $100 million. Boy ain't nowhere, boy. Thank you, Deeds. Shot97.com. The best drill rap. Now listen, some of you don't have to like drill rap, but that platform, my platform, that's the name I created back in the 90s when I was writing for The Source magazine. Okay? Shot97. That was my radio station that I created in my head, and then I put it down on in my columns, Reality Check, when I was writing under the name Buck Wild. The drill rap is still part of my comprehensive study going back to 2018. I'm just asking you to listen. You don't have to like it, but just listen to the new wave in the New York tri-state and New Jersey, Connecticut. It's all safe right now. Area code 631, good evening. We're talking about Tyrese, Praz, Kevin Samuels, and a few other topics. Are you there? 631.
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good, Star? What's good? I'm here.
Hey, who's this?
It's Sophisticated Ignorance.
Hey, what's up, man? Can you turn that down in the background, please? We've got a little audio bleeding and echoing.
Yeah, my bad. I'm at work, man.
Okay.
Real quick.
Thank you for tapping in. Where do you want to start, sir? Where do you want to start?
Real quick, just wanted to say about Kevin Samuels.
Please.
He basically was God sent for like dudes that grew up without a father, that grew up with their moms.
Okay.
Like they didn't have a man to tell them things like that. Like, for example, you have young dudes like they're not raised with a man in the house. They don't know, so they don't know like, hey,
right,
you're not supposed to mess with a chick that already got a jit. Like, you leave that alone. That's her baby daddy problems, not yours.
Right.
Whereas, you're raised with a woman and this woman is, a single mother, so you get with a single mother thinking you're helping your mother. It's total BS. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he was God sent.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't finna hold you too long.
No, hang on a second. Now, I think what's very important tonight for me to ask is, do you apply the knowledge that he gave you? Do you apply it?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Now I do.
Okay.
On the weekends, Saturdays, I dress up like I do the whole dressy thing on Saturdays, like he used to recommend.
Yeah.
As far as the chicks that I used to mess with on guard, I don't even mess with them chicks in the club no more.
How old are you? How old are you, sir? How old are you?
38.
Okay. I mean, you're still at that age where you can go to the clubs, but don't look for love in a club. You know, are you?
Oh no.
Do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a girlfriend?
Nah. I'm living just like Kevin Samuels was.
Okay.
I'm a bachelor.
Now, can I make a suggestion?
What's up?
What state are you in?
New York.
Okay. You're 38. You're single. You have your own place?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go online and catch yourself a white woman over 55. I'm dead ass.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna.
Okay, he doesn't get it. That's okay. You don't have to get it. You don't have to agree with me. Anybody know what I'm talking about? In that live chat. If you're 38 and you're black, you are in demand and you don't even know it. Well, what are those websites that you go on? Those older white women are in seek of the black tool. They're in seek of it. They were deprived of it. Now they want to just, because society is different, they'll even pay you. They'll put you up in a brand new fucking, what are you guys driving now? Well, whatever you're driving, they'll put you up. Can I get an amen from anybody who knows what I'm talking about? You don't have to agree with me. Go on one of them websites, put your face out there and say, I'm interested in dating older white women, 55 years plus. Okay. A couple of people saying amen. Yeah, man. Hold on a second, guys. For advertising and consultations, you guys can contact me. You have my email address. TheHater1964yahoo.com. I say again, TheHater1964yahoo.com. Terry, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Okay, I don't know what that's about. I'll read that later. Thank you. Something about the Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay. Okay. Deeds, I got your email. Thank you so much. Thank you. Drew who? He says, Praz, the new Oliver, going up north. Yeah, he's going to do some time. No ifs, ands, or buts. I don't think there's anybody that they, at this point, he blew trial. They don't need him for anything, There's nobody to tell on. He's going to do time, Sir Shy sends another donation. Okay, thank you, Sir Shy. Lucani, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Okay. Okay, that's an email about something else. Is it Monty? Got your donation. Man mindset. Okay. Whoa. Let's not do that. Easy. Whoa, Jesus. Jamal, I got your donation. Tyrese has to pay $10,000 per month and $640K in legal fees. I don't promote tricking. I have never been, nor will I ever be a sugar daddy. But you have to weigh things sometimes today's generation. You have to realize that in some way, shape, or form, you're going to pay for it. But all that skeeting up in the coochie, you know, thinking this is wifey, and at the same time, this bitch is going live. Any bitch who's going live in the house, when you're in the house, she could be a problem. Bitch, put that phone down. Let me be careful. Varnell got your donation via PayPal. Thank you so much. I'm not up to speed on that particular story, Varnell. You're welcome to call in. You did send in a donation. You are appreciated. You know, I like to stay on topic, Varnell. You know, my audience wants me to focus on certain stories, comb them through all the way, but you're welcome to call in. You did send in a donation. T says, don't forget about your wop-ass cousin, Robert De Niro. That simp-ass nigga got 5 movies in the can and 3 upcoming, knowing damn well his 80 and gray. Fuck out of here. Well, he's not my cousin. He married my cousin, to be precise. And they're divorced. Oh, she caught a lick. She caught a lick with him. Big Eye Keith, thank you for tapping in. Hold on. Big Eye Keith says, didn't Praz get John Forte arrested? LOL, what comes around goes around. He should have talked to the mob on tips about snitching and avoiding time. I'm not sure if Praz had anything to do with John Forte. John Forte, correct me if I'm wrong, troll babies, wasn't he trying to sell or smuggle liquid cocaine? Deeds, I don't want to ask you. I know you're busy, but if anybody, John Forte, liquid cocaine. I don't think Praz had anything to do with that, but thank you for your donation. Big Eye Key says, salute to Kevin Samuels. I learned a lot from him, from the clone and dressing up game. Dude will definitely go down in history and have a book on him. Yeah. And academics got exposed for having contaminated meat and then will still simping for the bitch, shaking my head, LOL. He's going to be the soft version of Blueface. Act's a smart businessman, and if I've never been to his home, but I will say this, it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse, and this is a teachable moment. Hopefully he'll learn from it. I just don't know about that picture with the thumb in somebody's ass. The troll babies or chat niggas, can anybody break that down, please? This wine's got a little kick to it. Thank you for your donation, Big Eye Key. Hold on a second, guys. Good evening, 405. Wednesday, we're talking about a few topics. Are you there? 405.
Hey, how's it going, Star?
It's going, sir. Thank you for tapping in. Where do you want to start?
Yeah, man, I was talking about, I just kind of tapped in late. I was seeing the showrunner about Tyrese, and I'm just like, yo, man, I don't think a lot of people understand. And I guess because of his past work, and all the accolades we gave him as a celebrity, nobody really realizes that this guy is really suffering from mental health issues. Now, don't like to use that as an excuse for a lot of people, but, the guy is really, we've seen him have a breakdown a couple years ago when he did the whole, what do you want from me, and all that crap. But, he's really not all the way there, man. Like, we've seen him lie about the Will Smith thing, and I don't know why people still taking this cat serious at this point,
Well, I appreciate the call, but now hang on a second. I mean, I'm not even really trying to, use him as something the average person should care about. He made his bed. He has to now lie in it. My Kevin Samuels theory, not that you have to agree with me, is that his teachings, his words, his impact, it is having meaning right now on a large scale. Tyrese is a celebrity. He's a trick. He's like a basketball player. He's one of those guys who never had the good-looking girls growing up in middle school, high school. Got some money, and now he's just like, hollering at anything that's fucking high yellow with straight hair. What do you think about that?
Honestly, I looked at Tyrese as one of the guys that probably had all the hoes in high school growing up. He can sing, relatively what most females would consider attractive, I guess, can dance, has all these talents. I always thought Tyrese was, probably that nigga, growing up. And, money and fame, it doesn't exclude you from being a sucker. You can be a ladies' man, you can be that nigga, but at the same time, if it's in your DNA to be a sucker, you're going to be a sucker.
Okay.
Now, with Kevin Samuels, I'm not going to lie.
Well, hang on a second. Let's stay on Tyrese for a second. Again, he and I worked together. Good guy. Never had any issues. But Tyrese he was born and raised in Watts, California. Now the quality of bitches in Watts, California is like Newark, New Jersey. Peasy head nigga bitches with no edges. Let's keep it real, sir. Sir. Peasy head nigga bitches with no edges. So when he got his what was it, the RCA Coca-Cola something deal, he was singing on the bus. I remember this shit. And then he gets to Hollywood. Oh, she light skinned, chinky eyes. You feel me? Moving different.
Yeah, I remember he was in the Usher video before his career took off, the My Way video, and him and.
Right.
Yeah,
Come on.
I remember.
Come on. I'm Googling
Tyrese. He had
pretty
good. He had a pretty, lengthy modeling career and all that stuff before his singing took off. And, once Baby Boy came out, it's like, sky's the limit on the whole meter for him, But, like I said, the dude is not all the way there. Honestly, he's hanging on by a thin line with the Fast and the Furious franchise. If that shit fizzles out, then he's pretty much, I don't see where his acting career is going because he's a key part in that movie. So they're going to renew. As long as he stays in line, and kisses enough ass, he's going to, keep getting roles in that.
Sir, who made that song, How You Gonna Act Like That? Who made that song?
That was a banger. That was a slap right there.
Who made it? Was that Tyrese?
Yeah, but I just don't.
Sir, was that Tyrese?
Yeah, that was Tyrese. Yeah.
Ooh,
How you gonna act like that? Yep. Yeah, he had the signs of love making. We called out all the astrological signs, and yeah. I haven't heard any recent, bangers by Tyrese.
2002. How you gonna act like that? That nigga been a simp.
And he can't keep it. You got him with Tank. What is it? TGT. Tank, Genuine, and Tyrese. Is that all of them? I thought it was 4 of them. Tank, Genuine, and Tyrese. Yeah, those 3 dudes, when they get together, that's just like a mental, I don't know what the hell to call that. Tyrese, he's on his thing, and then Genuine can't stay sober, and then Tank, he don't know if he want, niggas or females half the time. And I could only imagine how that tour bus.
Sir, you're going someplace else. You're talking about some other shit with Tank. I don't even go there just yet. But okay, so let's pull it back to Tyrese because he's been ordered to pay $636,000. He's up on TMZ right now saying, "Yeah, I got the money." But are we supposed to feel sorry for him, or do we learn from somebody like him and just stay focused on what Kevin Samuels has been teaching the younger generation? The last word.
Kevin Samuels was right, and if you saw Tyrese when he was doing his plea to try to get everybody rallied up outside the courthouse, and he was wearing some damn Nelson Mandela shit with a kufi or whatever he had on. It's funny how niggas always try to get into this Afrocentric, gear when they want the black people, even though you're not having babies by black women.
Right.
But yeah, man, like with Kevin Samuels, he said one time, and I could not agree more. I'm 35 years old.
Okay.
Anyways, and he always said it doesn't benefit men. Well, I kind of took from that, it doesn't really benefit men in this day and age to get married. Unless you're marrying a woman who's substantially has more money than you, it really doesn't benefit you to get married. You have way more to lose than you have to gain from a marriage.
Yeah.
There's nothing these days that a married couple can do that an unmarried couple can't do besides get divorced.
Facts.
Like, you can put that person down as your healthcare proxy. In some states, you can claim them on your taxes. You can make them your, beneficiary if you want to when you pass away, all that stuff. But you can live happily without all the legalities and the paperwork and, worrying about somebody taking your shit if you hit the lottery.
Yeah.
I'm definitely very much against marriage for men in this day and age.
Hang on. Before you go, are you in the Atlanta area?
No, Star. I'm actually in Oklahoma City, and I need to apologize.
Well, hang on. Just stay with me, because, I've been looking for, just guys who hang out, pause, and who are against marriage. I don't want to, link up with MGTOW necessarily, but, down with marriage. Some type of group in Atlanta. We sit around smoking a cigar and we kick dirt on bitches. You feel me? Fuck a bitch. I'm not trying to get married.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to get my clique together out here in Oklahoma City because, and the MGTOW dudes, them is pretty much incels. They can't get it. They can't get none anyways if they wanted it. So I don't really rock with them niggas. But
okay.
Yeah, man. Like, most of my partners out here, most of my friends, actually, I'm like the only unmarried guy out of the whole clique, so they don't like bringing me when we have, weekend in the cabins and stuff, when they go on trips and stuff. I'm bringing a new bitch every go around, and then the females that they wives don't like this new bitch, so it's just like they try to exclude me from all that shit. So, yeah, I'm looking for my... He's like, yeah, he got a new hoe every weekend.
All right.
So.
Sir, I thank you for your call. Thank you so much for tapping in.
Thank you, Star.
Yes, sir. Okay. What did he say? Something niggas in the cabin. What? Fuck. What's that about? How you gonna act like that? Tyrese been simping for a bitch. He's a good guy though, man. We hung out in oh God, the Bahamas. And salute to his ex-manager, my nigga Greg. Woo! Greg was an official nigga from L.A. We had great times, man, hanging out with Tyrese. And Tyrese is from Watts. Folks, sit tight on the phones. This wine is nice. Does Mary J. Blige still have that show? What is that? Something to Wine? What is that show on BET? Let me Google that shit. Is it The Wine Down? Famously Blacker, I got your donation. Salute to you. Famously Blacker. Thank you for your donation. Hold on a second. The Wine Down. I'm about to jack Mary J for her whole shit. The Wine Down. Oh, she came out on BET. The Wine Down with Mary J. Season 1. She ain't gonna keep that show up. She ain't got the drive. It's too expensive, the production, all that goddamn makeup and the hair and the boots up to the goddamn thighs and all that shit. I'm about to call this the Star Report, a.k.a. The Wine Down. Hashtag The Wine Down. Jamal, I got your donation. Thank you, sir, for tapping in. Hemp Lord, salute to you. He says, salute star and R.I.P. Sinful to P. Oh, that was my nigga, man. Sinful to P. Jamal says, Samantha Lee, FBA, Haitian, and Ecuadorian. Okay, who are we talking about, sir? Who are we talking about? Are we talking about the Kim Kardashian look-alike who just died at 34 years of age getting surgery? Did Kim Kardashian push a button? Anybody want to call in and do a conspiracy? In the words of Queen's Flip, star, stop your shit. Stop your shit, old nigga. That's what Queen's Flip used to say to me. I call him, ask him for shit. He said, yo, star, stop your shit, man. Newt, got your donation. If the bottom row looks like KRS-One, pull out. Oh, facts. Facts. See, my mother used to tell me that in middle school when I started dating girls, mainly little Jewish girls where I'm from. My mother used to say, save a girl's number, but don't save her life. And look at her teeth. If her teeth look like a picket fence, her father's a loser. He can't afford braces. Anybody in that live chat know what I'm talking about? I bet you do. If you're from my generation, that's how you judged a family. Damn, you can't afford braces? Where are you from, the inner city? You just moved out here? Big J got your donation. BLK wasn't outside. Okay, Tyrese wasn't outside in Watts? Okay, I don't know. He's from Watts, though. Yeah, he's from Watts, California. I was just there again in November. It's totally different. Totally different, but I was there. Okay, Deed sent me, hold on, guys, since we were talking about John Forte, hold on. Deed sent me some information because we were talking about Praz being convicted, but Deed sent me something. In the year 2000, John Forte was arrested at Newark International Airport after accepting a briefcase containing $1.4 million worth of liquid cocaine. I remember. He was charged with possession with intent to distribute cocaine and conspiracy to distribute. Did Praz set him up, troll babies? Did Praz set John Forte up? Was Wyclef trying to bring him into the Fugees? Was Praz jealous? Praz been working with the feds. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I think I read all of Big Ike's PayPals. Thank you, Big Ike, for your support, as always. Area code 404, good evening. We're talking about a few things here. The Kevin Samuels theory and Tyrese. Are you there? 404.
Come on, old nigga. You know when you mentioned North this last night, this Zanzibar, man. Don't disrespect them like that. Don't disrespect them, Queen. Come on, nigga. I grew up off of that, man. Don't talk about those Queens, nappy heads. Look, I love them. I love them. It wasn't until I left. It got greater later.
Right.
During those school days, nigga, look, I love them peasy head girls with no braces and their fathers was bums. So, you know, come on, man.
Well, now, hang on.
But
hang on. So now, you grew up in Newark, but in reality, you was really checking for the Irvington bitches. Keep it real.
Come on, man. I'm in Irvington. I'm in Montclair. I ain't never fuck with East Orange. I can't flex on that. But South Orange, thought I could go up there by Seton Hall and catch some, but Nah, it ain't happening for the kid.
You was chasing the bitches in Vauxhall, right?
A little something, you know.
Yeah.
But nothing too real though. Newark is where it's at.
Listen, I'm
not
not trying to clown them. I'm just saying what it was. That's what Tyrese grew up dating for the most part. You know, chicks with no edges. You know, and they had they had the naps in the back of the head. I mean, I'm not saying they're bad people, but that's what Tyrese grew up dating in Watts in those days.
You know, man, I told you I'm like the Candyman 2.0. You mentioned Newark, nigga. I'm popping up, man.
Got you.
I can't let you do that, man.
Come on.
Let you do that.
Let's go.
But this old nigga crazy. Yo, but look though, let's keep it real. They're about to put Tyrese back on the bus where he came from, man. He broke out with that, right? What was it, a Coke commercial or something like that? He on the back of the bus singing all that shit. Right. Look, the nigga ain't got money like that. I don't know why they keep, like everybody think these celebrities got millions and millions to sit on. That 600-something thousand, that shit gonna break that nigga, man.
He said he got it.
And there's a lot of other niggas
said he got it.
broke.
He said he got it.
I mean, how long?
He said he got it.
How long?
He made a video told me, yeah, I got that. That's what he said, man.
All right. You got it. What? 2 years, 3 years. Yeah. Then, hey, I need a reduction.
Right.
I'm selling property.
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious, they done kick me out the whip. Now, come on, man. Can y'all bring this down? He know what the real is. 3 years max, and then he gonna ask to bring it down.
Yeah.
With the whole Praz thing, wake up, niggas. Like, you really got to realize, if he talking about snitching now, a lot of these other rap niggas is snitching right here in the future. So
hang on a second. I want to jump in with all due respect, because you and I talk from time to time. I appreciate you being an OG Jersey nigga, but I've got a theory about you.
About
me? About you, yeah.
There, nigga.
You ready?
Go ahead.
I think.
Hey, if it's going down, let's get it over with.
Hang on. I think by your tone and your vocabulary execution and the fact that you have moved out of New Jersey, you've bettered yourself. You got a beautiful family now. I think you are one of the pioneers of carjacking in Newark, New Jersey. Newark, New Jersey. Let me finish. Newark, New Jersey has been the capital of carjacking in the United States. And a lot of niggas, were moving like that. And some people graduated. That's my theory about you, respectfully. Please.
I'm saying everybody know, that Jersey Drive shit, man. Niggas from home, from North, wasn't trying to see that because they ain't do it in North. They banned it from there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they took little clips, inserts, but nobody was, whatever. Your theory is just a theory. Yeah. A conspiracy is all I can say. A conspiracy. They call niggas.
This nigga cap and pay attention.
You just blow them away and say, yeah, conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Got him. Got him.
Yeah, right.
Got him.
Yeah, that's how you shoot that down. I don't know now. I don't know what's happening. What do you mean?
Hey, man.
I don't know, man.
You've upgraded. Salute to you and your beautiful family, man. You have a great night, man. Thank you.
Last night in Zanzibar. Keep it going, old nigga.
Yes, sir. Folks, that's an old carjacker from Newark, New Jersey. That's an old carjacker, huh? Whoo! Those niggas were dangerous. Never mind Brooklyn. Those niggas there, boy. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. And they were known for poking people with ice picks or knives before they would, pull out the gun. They wouldn't necessarily shoot you because that would bring, attention to the areas based upon how the houses and the buildings were structured in Newark, New Jersey. You didn't want to fuck up the block. Can I get an amen from anybody who knows what I'm talking about? So they would poke you with a kitchen knife and then tell you get out the car. Google this. Don't believe me. Matter of fact, hold on a second. Shit got so real they made a movie about it. That's an old New Jersey nigga. Last night at Zanzibar. That nigga got the fuck out of Dodge. New Jersey Drive, 1995. Now, don't get it twisted. I didn't fuck with niggas from Newark like that. Nah. Hold on a second. New Jersey Drive movie. Guys, sit tight on the phones. I want to. New Jersey Drive. Was Tretch in that movie? I forget. Oh, here it is. Oh, New Jersey Drive, 1995 crime drama film written and directed by Nick Gomez. Let me put this in the live chat. You may not like me, folks, but you will learn watching the Star Report. Yes, you will. You will learn. There it is right there. Heavy D was in there. T.K. Kirkland, my nigga T.K. I thought, okay, Tretch wasn't in there. Pardon me. I thought he was. Pardon me. Oh, those niggas, yeah. Thank you, Deeds. Yeah, Heavy D. Heavy D was up in there. Buck Wild on the check-in. Buck Wild on the check-in. Get back with him. Give me a second, guys. I just want to read this. Okay, written by Nick Gomez, directed by Nick Gomez. Folks, whatever you do, be careful with old Jersey niggas born in the early 80s, late 70s. Not to be trusted. I didn't trust none of them niggas. Okay, and they did a New Jersey Drive. Okay. Soundtrack. Okay, that's something different. Okay. John, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Tried to call in. Okay, what number did you call in from, John? You tried to call in from, okay. Okay, he's saying don't get married. I'm not saying don't get married. I'm just saying that marriage is different now. The definition, the meaning, the understanding of two people working together towards a common goal. What is that goal? You have to set that. You have to set that goal. It can't just be, I love you. Those days are gone. Okay, thank you, folks, but that has nothing to do with my show tonight. Angel, Reese, I don't know. Let's stay focused, okay? Did I mention Devious J? Devious J is one of the sponsors of tonight's show. Please go there, check out his channel on YouTube. A great video editor. If you need someone to work on a project for you, tell him I sent you, okay? Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg, got your donation. Thank you, sir. Always good to hear from you. Elvis, do you want to tap in? Any premium black news we should be up to speed on? Anything you want to bring to the table? Good evening, area code 818. I'm going to talk to you and then take a break. Are you there? You ready? 818.
Yes. What's going on, Star?
How are you, man? Thank you for tapping in. Where do you want to start?
I'm good. For sure. So I'm going to come in with a different angle.
Go ahead.
So, Kevin Samuels.
Yes.
I've been married for over 20 years.
Okay.
And Kevin Samuels, he showed me something that what's happening now in our society when it comes to, the women and how they're looking at the men that, kind of made me really reflect on how lucky I got.
Okay.
Finding someone when I did.
Right.
Because, oh my God, these women are out of their minds right now.
I agree.
And, your theory is absolutely correct.
Oh, thank you.
When it comes to
Thank you.
who he was talking to, subliminally through, the women and showing us, even the married men, showing us, like, you mess around, and you jump out on, the one who you chose, this is the craziness you're going to be dealing with, if you get out there. And you're going to be exposed to, the cesspool of delusion that is just out of this, it's incomprehensible. The women who are called up into his show and, kind of just be out of their minds with what they're expecting from.
Can I add 2 words? I want you to speak. Contentious and argumentative.
Oh.
Why the fuck do I have to control you? Why the fuck do I have to compete with you? There are too many other options today. I'm not going to compete with you. If you raise your voice at me, bitch,
right.
Get your shit and get out. Get your shit and get out. Now, you may be the last of a certain generation, and salute to you. If you and your wife have a union that works, salute to you. But,
Sure.
the internet and social media move so fast now, and I'm going to say it again. This goddamn phone or this mobile device is so addictive. It's like,
Oh, it's the devil. It's the devil.
It's combined with the fact that all females are vanity driven, including the ones we come from. You're vanity driven.
Yeah.
Bitch, it's 9:30 p.m. I want to sit here and just, have a conversation and talk to you. Bitch, put the phone down. What's wrong with you, bitch? I mean, that's what we are now. Go ahead.
They can't.
That's what we are now. Yeah.
They can't.
They
can't do it.
Yeah.
And they got people all over who are giving them, whatever they want to hear 24/7, and it's just an addiction like no other. This is more than fame.
Simps.
This sort of addiction is, it's bloodthirsty.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can't live without it. And these celebrities are going through it left and right. And you got Tyrese. He's dealing with it, and you can just go through the line of cats.
If I could interject and say, I don't think that anybody should be looking at celebrities as any type of moral guideline or anybody with respect to marriage. They're all going through. They're all going through nonsense that we don't want to be a part of. I mean, with all due respect, Lala Anthony was always nice to me, but I don't feel sorry for Lala and Carmelo Anthony. I don't give a fuck about why you two broke up. I don't care.
Right. Look at Megan Good and.
Oh
and
my God!
Are you kidding me? Look what's happened to her since she broke that off. Just fell off the cliff.
Yeah.
And the list can go. It's just endless of the craziness that has happened, and this social media thing. And Kevin Samuels, he really opened up a lot of eyes.
I think so.
To,
He's from my generation, and again, we had similar core values growing up. Coming out of the tail end of the civil rights, and your parents demanded better of you, and you had a responsibility to uphold certain values and to make them proud. But I'll give you the last word, sir, before I take my break. Go ahead. Give the last word.
Yeah. And I want to say lastly that as far as Kevin Samuels, the one thing that, you can't take away from him is that he was able to put a spotlight on the relationship damage that has happened in the Black community.
Okay.
It's and it's one of those things that he will probably never be forgotten about.
Okay.
Because he was the first to really put both sides on notice, the men and the women.
Okay. Thank you for your call.
And
thank you.
That's what he did.
Thank you.
For sure.
Yes, sir. Okay. For sure. Okay, Boss Hog back in the building. Wednesday evening, and we're having a good discussion about two topics. Singer Tyrese, hit over the head with a $636,000 bill, child support, and legal fees. Story comes by way of TMZ and other sources. He made his bed. He's got to lay in it. I'm sure he loves his daughter. He's got a daughter. Yes, troll babies. I glanced at the story, and I don't necessarily have to kick dirt on the mother of his child. Well, these guys are simps. They get caught up in some pussy. No pull-out game. And you got what you got, okay? KAYEL 007. What up, Star? Knicks win and go to the next round. Oh, okay. When you come to New York to go to a playoff game, ? We headed to the finals, and it's orange and blue skies. Hater, really? Okay, I'm going to have to get up to speed. I will go check out Knicks Fan TV on YouTube. I know they got to be going crazy right now. Hold on a second. Oh, they got to be going crazy. Okay, Skylar, can you send these pictures via email, sir? Email. Okay, Skylar's got some pictures to go with his community section post. Thank you, Skylar. Okay, the Knicks going to the next round. Okay, that's what's up. I've been paying more attention to the Bruins, actually. Woo the Jew, I got you donation. Okay, the Knicks. Okay, the Knicks is going on to round 2. Okay, I'm not gonna kick any dirt on the Knicks. I would like to see them, do what's needed. Okay. Janet sends an email. Bump Tyrese. Let that bean-head Negro pay his pussy bill. He's a near white loving bitch, and Brick City chicks use. Ooh, okay. Janet, with all due respect, you're in your 50s. You're in your 50s. I know you're mad. But Kevin Samuels wasn't talking to your generation. Hold on a second. Marlon, I got your email. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's old now. Rick Ross offering Don Lemon a job. That's old, sir. Okay, this is the Star Report. We're up to speed on all trending topics, okay? Okay. Also, johnflowers.com on my showrunner. Okay, one of my sponsors. Check them out. Area code 647. Good evening. Talking about a few topics. Are you up to speed? 647.
Yeah. Salute. This is my first time calling.
Okay, how are you, sir?
I heard you addressed academics.
Somewhat, sort of. I'm not really fully up to speed. What's going on? Some pictures were circulating. Is he okay? I saw him address this. Go ahead.
I saw both his streams. His ex-girlfriend went into his Discord and started uploading pics.
Okay.
She said he beat her. She posted his stomach. He addressed the stomach. He addressed some of the pics. the stomach thing is ingrown hairs.
Okay.
And he avoided addressing the sexual topics.
Okay.
And he said she had a baby, something like that. She lied to him, something like that.
Okay.
Some kind of miscarriage.
Are you one of the chat niggas? Who am I speaking to? You one of the chat niggas from his Twitch stream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chat nigga.
Okay.
Tapping in.
Okay. Now, he did address this. I only watched about maybe 10 minutes, so he's not running from the story. Did he get the girl out of his house? That's my main concern. Did he get her out?
He said he got a restraining order.
Okay, so she's out then, more than likely. She's out, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now, what about the picture with the thumb in the ass? Whose ass is that and whose thumb is that? That was a bit much.
Allegedly, that's academics putting a thumb in one of the girls he's cheating with.
Oh, okay. So that's not his ass then. It was an ass with a big pimple. Sheesh.
Yeah, some white girl's ass.
No, that was a black ass. That was a black ass.
Huh?
That was a black ass. Sir, don't call up here caping. I'm letting you speak. Don't call up here caping. That was a black ass we saw with a thumb in the ass.
That one I'm not sure about. There's another picture that I'm more familiar with.
Okay, so what was on the floor? Some type of white? What was that stuff on the floor? The hardwood floor? Some white stuff. What was that?
Apparently that was just some. Which picture are you talking about?
All right, sir. I tried. I tried to let you speak, but now you're acting weird. Thank you. Good night. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care.
Oh yeah. I'm letting you talk. I'm not trying to kick Axe back, and I'm just asking a goddamn question. Any chat niggas in my live chat want to call in? I just want him to get the girl up out of there. Shit. Get her out of there, huh? Whew. Do not bring these girls into your home. That's a no-no. Back in the days, you could do that. Back in the 80s, where uptown Manhattan, you catch a freak. She wants to come upstairs and she wants to do a favor for some flavor. You take a one-on-one, bing, bing. You give her what she needs to put in her doohickey. She takes a blast. The next thing you know, the bitch is digging in the carpet. And then you say, baby, what's going on? And then she says, nah, I dropped something. What'd you drop? No, I dropped a little piece. The bitch is looking, oh my God. Oh my God. No, I sniff coke, but sometimes you catch these bitches, the bitch wants to beam up. You bring her upstairs, and the bitch beams up to Scotty right there, and then she strips, gets down on the floor, and she's digging through the carpet. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm telling you this shit. Oh my God. The two of you start doing too much. The next thing you know, you're telling each other, shh, shh, shh. Somebody's at the door. Pull the window shade down. Shh, shh. Don't say anything. Anybody ever been there? That's that demon. It's that demon. Whew, shit. Okay, T, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Who is 713? 713, good evening.
My nigga. Say it ain't so, my nigga.
Houston, what's up, man? What's
Say
cracking?
it ain't so. Say it ain't so, dog. They done caught him slipping, dog.
What's cracking, Houston?
Dog, that nigga said that's a nigga's ass right there with a thumb in it. Acting got caught slipping out here like that, dog. That nigga been had a problem with hoes, dog. I'm telling you.
Hey, Houston, have you seen the picture? Whose ass is that and whose thumb is that, man? I don't want to kick his back until I'm sure, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't seen it, but he is hanging around Whack 100. You know how them boys get down. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's a straight shot at that nigga. You know how they get down. Maybe that's something new for the boys.
I don't know how them niggas move. I don't know them niggas like that, man. But what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know how they move. I don't know how they move either, but it seems kind of fishy. All them boys like that. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Well, now, hang on a second. Houston, before you go, I need to ask you, Tyrese just ordered to pay $636,000 child support and legal fees. You've got how many kids? I forget. 6, 7? How many?
Who, me? No, my daddy got 30. I only got 4.
You got 4. Okay.
Yeah.
And you've never been to child support court, right? You got all your shit in check. I forget.
No, I've been there. The last 2 took me there, and they ain't getting nothing. They got more money before they took me to court.
Oh, okay.
That's how ignorant they are. They just wanted to be low down because I had another one. Man, and my California king with my Mexican queen around here. You know what I'm talking about?
So your kids are by black women or Mexican? I thought your kids are by Mexican women.
I got the 2 oldest ones. They in their mid-20s. They by black women.
Okay.
The last one by a Mexican. One is half Mexican, half black.
Okay.
Like Puerto Rican.
Gotcha.
I don't know what she is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Tyrese 600. Man, what?
He got
they
that.
Better have.
He got that.
Yeah, he got that. If he got a big ass transformer in the house, he can pay that. But that's still crazy, though.
It's a lot. Yeah.
That's crazy, dog.
Yeah.
I would be like the DC sniper around here, man.
Easy.
What?
Easy, Houston. Easy. Listen, man,
my bad.
you are. I got one more call after you, man. Good to hear from you. Your banner is coming up next in the banner roll at the end. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot you some more cash on that too.
Okay.
Bro. Hey, salute.
Thank you.
Bet.
Okay. Houston tapping in. Where is my information? I can't find it. I had it. Where's my showrunner for advertising? Folks, we're doing some specials next week for advertising, okay? And you can go into the community section and you can see some of the Google Analytics for the show. Send us an email to the email address on the screen right there, and you will get a marketing deck that has audience retention and other things that should help you if you're looking to advertise. And we do daily live reads, and also in the showrunner, we promote you. So there's the email address for all business-related matters, okay? Business-related matters. Smokescreen from the 6th, I got you donation. Starring my second cousins. Wrote 34 songs for Belafonte, including Deo, the Barbados anthem. He had to sue Belafonte for unpaid royalties. Okay. Are you just now putting this out there, sir or ma'am, or are you're now trying to profit off of the dead? What's going on? I know nothing about those early, contracts and Harry Belafonte's catalog, but wish you the best, But now I have to ask your cousin. Did your cousin just give this song to him? A lot of people sober up or they wise up. And they realize that something that they did when they were younger by, just trying to be nice, it wasn't the smartest thing to do. So I'm not just going to kick Harry Belafonte's back in because, maybe your cousin, I say this with all due respect, wrote a song and said, you can have this. Go ahead, take it. Do something with it. It's a nice tune. It's a nice tune. And Harry Belafonte took it, allegedly, and pow! Oh, I've seen this happen on multiple occasions. But thank you for your donation. Troll Father got your donation. What up, my half nigga? I'm on here looking for the $2 donation. The $2 donation option, because you come on whenever the fuck you feel like it. Thank you for your donation. Okay. Glenice. Hi, Glenice. No, Robert De Niro's not my cousin. He married my cousin years ago. Yeah. She caught him. She caught him for a lick. That's all I'll say. I don't want to get into that, but thank you for your donation. Okay. Whew. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay. I think we're done here. Let me just check Cash App. We've passed the 2-hour mark. Holy smokes, we're past the 2-hour mark. Ray, got your donation. Thank you for your support. Okay, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe /Knicks. I have not paid attention to the Knicks thus far with regards to the playoffs, but thank you for your donation. Okay. Lex Diamond's got your donation. Yo, fam, you good? Okay. I'm good. Thank you, Lex Diamonds. And Skylar Saunders, I got your email. Okay. You guys have a good night, what's left of it. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm not sure what time.
Don't love me, can hurt me. What you're doing can hurt me. What you're doing, don't love me, can hurt me. What you're doing can hurt me. you.